Hey there, Taurus. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you this second half of April. And let me tell you, they have brought in a theme, and it seems to now, let me put it over here, to have been enhanced, not, well, advanced. Because if you checked out the Taurus season read, you would see that we were already moving into Gemini. Not to discount you, but it's like once we got it through Aries, all that Mars energy was rushing us onto the ride, like a roller coaster, a slide, a water slide, whatever, that once you're on, it's a flume. It's going to carry you straight on through. So Taurus season, for the most part, until we reach near the very end, like around June 10th, okay, there's going to be a little bit of a recognition point of like, whoa, wait, we can't ever go back. But you're still already in the process, okay? It's just a fleeting glimpse, a glimmer, a flash. But see, this is the fire and the rain coming on in to bring forth the seed that you have been investing for lifetimes, friend. The season, the savor of life, kind of like the salt on the bowl that brings forth the flavor of life, of what we've been living in. That is plasma. Now with you guys, I have this new tarot deck that I wanted an oracle deck, and to me it operates as both. I love that the worlds are merging for me, because this is how I see life. And it's the Two of Cups coming on in. And it's the same people who make my oracle deck called the Oracle of Mystical Moments. She here is showing me the tree of life, and the key to that is to trust. The way you alchemize magic, not just turning lead into gold, y'all, that's about how it feels, but the transformation of the energies themselves is when we take the red magic and the white magic and we bring them together, it makes the green magic. And that key word here is trust. Okay, now the thrust of this second half of April is the message that let life take its course. Okay, so that's kind of like buckle up, buttercup, we ready to go. Now, when I was preparing for the read, Mary L decided to go ahead and jump forward and jump out like a Pop-Tart from the toast. You're like leaping out to the forefront, and you're like, let's get to the thrust of the message. Bypassing crystal energies, but might I tell you, the way to soothe and enhance and to downplay these dissonant energies that are firing up all around, because it's not just our planets working right now. There is chaos and untimely, out of rhythm, confusion, mass confusion, chaos going on. Okay, so that's what we're needing to dissipate first. So okay, I'm going to back you up, Taurus. My moon and my Mars sit 0.1 degree off of each other, smack dab in the middle of Taurus, so I can understand intensity, friend. But here we have pink tourmaline coming in with adventuring, and it's talking about needing to restore that sense of adventure, kind of that awakening in life. So let me look at the notes for just a minute. So they were telling me in the channel, needing to heal your soul on a dynamic level. So that's in an activation level, an active level, which is why they wanted to put the crystals first. Pink tourmaline here is cleansing and clearing, but it also activates. It doesn't just take the energies from around you and put them down. It's like the almighty recycler. It is like some va-va-voom high heart energy. Okay, not just rose quartz type energy going on, high heart, innocent of a child. This is like choosing to be restored as an adult, to have the eyes of a child, the faith like a child, the hope like a child, but the wisdom of an elder, of what? Remember what you showed. Where'd you go, baby? Of lifetimes, the seasons of life. All right, friend. So let me see what else we had here. So the thrust of this is to wake up your inner tiger. So what I want to encourage you to do is to be ready, to be fit for this life that you have. And how do you know how fit you need to be? And I'm not just talking about exercise, y'all. I'm talking about EXOR. Exorcise. Get rid of it, kick it out, kick it over, and turn it around to your favor. That's what pink tourmaline is about. It's a transformer of energies. It's like, oh, you could bring that at me, I'm just going to redirect it and transform it like supplies, right? No more downturn, no more taking on debts, karma, that type of thing. It's just like receiving, like, whoop, there it is. That's right. And turn it to your favor, turning it to your benefit, letting it work for your behalf. Trust, trust, trust. Alchemize that white and that white and that red, the blood, sweat, and tears, the white, the hopes, dreams, and fears. Let them merge together like the power of your hands and trust. For many of you, that is prayer. And prayer is an activation of knowing that you're moving beyond the ceiling of your skull, of your mind, and you're connecting to life itself. The force beyond from which all of this interconnects goes beyond a universe. It goes into the cosmic multiverse, and actually beyond the verses, beyond the dimensions. It's the everlasting light. Okay? So, be the rival of your rival. That's what I gotta say, because the rival's here to try and intimidate you. Pump yourself up. Get yourself juiced. Give yourself energized. Get yourself motivated, encouraged, charged up, cleared, whatever it is. When it comes, move it through. Don't table it for later. It takes a breath, a moment, or whatever to create that conversion point, okay? Because Taurus, just because you have a lot of mass appeal doesn't mean it's something that you can deal with later. That means you deal with a massive amount of things on a regular basis. So process it as it comes through. Process it as it comes through. Don't let things wait for too long, because like you leave something up in the pan, it's gonna burn. All right, and that energy of transformation won't be the same. Then it'll require some additional energy to alchemize, okay, as opposed to allowing it to pop when the kernel's ready to pop. So you're going to say bye-bye intimidation. And that intimidation can be any of the shuns, the stagnation, the degradation, those type of energies. You get my feel? And for whoever it is, you need to know that our totems are being totally dissipated and rebuilt anew. They're saying rebuilt because they're coming in one at a time to introduce themselves to us so that we can have an intimate and proper introduction, to get to sit down, to get to know each other, that type of thing, to set forth this new establishment in the era of plasma. So our affirmation here is I am alive, all capital letters. So if you'd like to say it with me, go ahead. I'm alive. And that's because you're alive. You are here to take on life. You are here to live, not to conquer it, not to overcome it, but to live it. Because when we're not living it, those gaps create entropy, and it pulls in these dark forces and energies that are vacuums. And because it comes in unwelcome, then it has a negative charge to it. All right, so let's begin to use that pink tourmaline to get back on our feet, where we start living our life, adventuring, waking up to the creativity of it. To downplay challenge, it's not that, because taking on that air, that is the conversion point, right? Be the rival of your rival. Awaken your inner tiger. The eye of the tiger, it's the thrill of the fight, that type of thing. But life shouldn't always have to be a fight or a struggle, okay? You shouldn't have to have the blood, sweat, and tears. Remember, it's being able to finally bring it together where you stay in a state of trust, a state of abiding, and in the state of the present and the now. And that leads you into the presence, presence, being in the fullness of yourself, the fullness of your divinity. So I'll show you where Mary L was talking from. As you can see here, we have the Empress and we have the Nine of Wands going on, and this is you lifting up. Can you see it out here in the sun? I love that we got the beams coming all around. Look how I'm firing up just for us. So that is your magic and your powers, your connection with life itself. And that begins to intimidate your intimidators, your enemies. Not with the energy of intimidation, but the mirror. Their energy that they bring, like in Aikido, if anybody knows about the practice of Aikido, it allows the attacker to come and consume their own energy, and you just sidestep it because there is no fear, there is no intimidation. So that's it, not in practicing intimidating your rival, but to be fit and worthy of it, okay? Because when you're fit and worthy, you're aware of the mindset of where it's coming from and how to just sidestep it, how to just move through it. I don't sit here and gauge my plan of what the traffic might be when I'm driving anywhere. Oh, and there's going to be a car here and a car there. No, you just get in, you drive, baby, right? Put on some tunes, listen to some podcasts, maybe even a YouTube, maybe even this video, whatever it is, right? You're prepared for this. You got this, friend, okay? So with that, I want to get into the new era tarot. Look at the bottom, baby. The star, that is you, like a lighthouse, but a lighthouse to what? To the cosmos. Remember how I said beyond the dimensions, beyond the verses, there is light? That's you. That light, what it looks like is coming down from above and matching up with you here is different than it seems. It's very much like the energy of lightning. Lightning appears to come down from the sky and hit the ground. But let me tell you, what happens is the thunder rips the rips the air, and when it does, it creates a suction valve just like a syringe would, and it pulls electricity out of the earth. So it travels so fast that the light itself is a charge being pulled from the earth up to the sky. Okay, although it appears one way to our eyes, it has actually occurred in the inverse. All right, if you're ever going fast down the interstate and you're the passenger in a car, take a look at the rims right next to you. Do you ever notice how they look like they're just slowly moving backwards? It's one of those things of the mind that when stuff gets up to a certain speed, the way our eyes work, where it hits the back and the retina and the image inverts just like it is here. Okay, then it comes back out to the front of our mind like this. That's why they want us to be whole-minded here, whole brain, that red magic and the white magic coming on together to make the centrality of it, the synergizing of it. Think pineal, think pituitary, think our endocrine, think our health and our vitality, okay? So let me see, Airtay is in the box. They want to talk to you. You like celebrate good times, come on. I can hear, sorry y'all, take it off, take it off, take it all off. All right, no hiding. So lately they've been talking to me about our sexuality, and sexuality isn't the act of sex. They're saying that is owning our body, our whole body, to the fullness of it, because our sexuality, the parts of the whole part that identifies us as ourselves, irregardless, we're not talking gender here, okay? We're not getting into the mind. We're getting into the truth here. That is our power force. That is our procreative force. We have the procreative force of the words that come out of our mouth, okay? And what comes out of our body, out of our lower realms. Now we know that to be more this chakra type energy here. Then when it's partnered and it's paired up with these heart and these cyan, these upper energies, it brings forth, what just happened here? Manifest life. Y'all, how did that happen while I was talking? Okay, let me see what they've got to say. Airtay. All right. So, go in the distance. What is this about? It's about getting in that place in between, in the web of life. This is the Four of Hearts coming on in. And see all these orbs up around here? These are like the eggs of life, like the eggs of, where is it? The cosmic chamber. This cosmic chamber that seems to be coming down from up above, but these are your dreams, making your dreams a reality, no longer being caught suspended in those shuns, in that distraction, in the devastation, those type of energies, in the delays, being able to come into the moment of the now, okay? So Taurus, to help you get into the moment of the now, I see the merging of this, the ametrine, the citrine going on along with the amethyst, the warming of the lower realms. Somebody's on the hunt already, I can see. I love that they've had me out here because the birds have been aplenty, and it's strange what time it is. The migratory birds should have already left. The hummingbirds have been here for about 3 weeks now, which is quite early, and the grosbeak, 2 grosbeaks have shown up, 2 different kinds, the night grosbeak and the rose-chested. Okay, anyways, so there's a bigger story going on, my friend, and they just want me to stick ametrine into your read. Into your read, synergistic energy, that they want me to tell you about the love and the money, okay, the life and the freedom, the provision and the protection. No longer having to sit here and live and hang between those 2 worlds, because that is what got you stuck. That's what got you caught in this arachnid layer, because see, there you are. See these pulleys, these weights and balances, checks and balances of weighing it out and having to weigh it out, instead of just being able to be in the flume, to go, to trust, to move, to live, to breathe, to emanate spirit. Well, here we have the waning gibbous. 6 is showing up in the power of 22, calling it wisdom. All the steadying, all these dead words, all these dead trees, they're just cut off. Who you are in your heartbeat, in your pulse, in your curiosity, in the fullness of who you are, stands worlds above what is underneath your feet, okay? Life is waiting to originate with you. Remember our phrase, I am alive. And yes, you are, Taurus. If you haven't already, check out the Taurian season. Read Forgive the Beginning where it says Gemini, because like I already explained, we in the ride and we're shooting right on through into the next season. This is already kind of like written, provided, and taken care of. So just stay calm and trust when those fiery trials are coming at us. There's a lot happening in a rapid step pace right now. So just don't grab too hard onto any image, right? Remember the rims, how they look like they're spinning. Remember the inverse of the tree. Remember the lightning, those type of things. Okay, trust, I believe in you. You can also check out any other videos, dated or not. They are all timeless. And if you're new here at this channel, click that subscribe button down below. It is free as always. And any of you, show your love and support by stretching your finger over and clicking the like button. I appreciate it. I love you, and we'll talk again real soon. Bye.